And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Sporting Kansas City versus St. Louis City SC in MLS Cup Playoffs 2023, West Round 1, Game 2. Of course, Kansas City leads the series 1-0 after that 4-1 win at City Park last weekend. 7 days ago, a full week ago. Of course, the 4-1 win at City Park for Kansas City has them leading the series. Kansas City wins tonight, whether that's regular time or penalties, they're through. St. Louis has to win to stay alive to next Saturday to a Game 3. What's up, Henry? How we doing, Rory? We'll do the 11s when they show them because, as you know how this works when we're up here. But they're starting Josh Yarrow, St. Louis. I wonder how that's going to go. Still looks like the same 11 besides Yarrow. And Kansas City looks to have started everybody from Game 1. I can say that much right now. When is Belichick going to get rid of Mac Jones? Hopefully at the end of this year. Might as well tank. They just lost to the Commanders. The Patriots just lost to the Commanders. 3-7 Patriots.
Like Belichick's
or 2-7.
Brilliant. Like Charlie.
2.5 men, yeah.
Brilliant.
Your Patriots have to win every single game if they want to be safe. Yeah, they're not winning any game. They're not going to win every game left.
Every single game. Yeah.
Unless Mac Jones gets...
If Brady was there and it was every single game,
maybe.
Bet it. You can't now. It's done. Brilliant.
It was always Brady. It was never Belichick.
Exactly. I told you that. Belichick was just, he's just lucky.
That he had Tom Brady for 20 years.
Well, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying he had Tom freaking Brady. That's like hitting the lottery. It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Just lucky. Just cool. Awesome for both of them.
But starting 11 for Kansas City. In goal, Tim Melia. The back four, Logan and Denby, Andreu Fontes, Daniel Rosero, Jacob Davis. Midfield 3, Gadi Kinda, Nemanja Radoja, Remy Walter. Front 3, Daniel Shallowy, Johnny Russell, and Alan Pulido for Kansas City. St. Louis is starting 11 in goal. Roman Burke. The back four, Kyle Hebert, Tim Parker, Josh Yarrow, Akil Watts. The midfield 4, Jabulo Blom, Indiana Vasilev, Jared Stroud, Edward Levin, Sam Adeniran, and João Klaus up top. Hey, at least one of this will be more fun than Toronto game, even if St. Louis loses.
Gotta be better than that. That's just.
You said St. Louis was more fun to watch anyway this year. Well, I agree. I agree.
We're going to see. I hope it's a good game. And I hope they win. But if they don't, make it a good game.
Johnny Russell, the player to watch for Kansas City.
Let the best team win, brother.
If Kansas City wins it, they deserve it.
Yep.
Player to watch for St. Louis, Sam Adeniran. Sam Adeniran's the player to watch, really. I like Sam, but okay, sure. Didn't really do anything in Game 1.
Purina, brother.
Yep, that's always
right downtown.
That's why they're on the kits.
I know it. Not far from the Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah, it's not that far from Busch.
Purina's not
it's
far.
Like, isn't it like right alongside or right across from Busch?
It's down. When we would go out, we'd see that Eat Right.
Yeah.
That little Eat Right. Purina was always right there before we turned to get on the highway.
Yeah. It's like getting in there and going out. Like that last little turn in.
Mm-hmm.
On Alan Polito as far as you could get from El Tree. But he's actually playing good this year. I mean, yeah, you have Santi Jimenez, but, well, yeah, you got a point. They shouldn't be even using Alan Polito over Santi Jimenez. They should just let Santi Jimenez be the guy. But if Santi got hurt, though, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying Polito's your second best choice right now. Still better than Henry Martin. You ain't doing the LAFC game? No. I'm treating St. Louis like they're Toronto. Live in RSR. That means I would not be on here for at least like 30 minutes of the LAFC Vancouver game. So that's honestly the reason why I didn't do as many St. Louis games this year. Because they played right after Toronto, or they played in the first half. They started in the second half of Toronto games.
Female pirates are winch, ain't she?
No.
What are female pirates called?
They're just pirates. I was
They're
looking
not
at
called the winch is the woman that the pirates got with, right? Winch.
I didn't read that. Okay. I know what you're saying, but I didn't read that.
I got it. Sorry.
Besides, nowadays, wench is more derogatory than.
No, well, how was that? Because the car, the wire on the front of the truck got. I mean, it's a winch. I was just asking.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I didn't mean anything by it.
I know. I was just saying.
I just saw. I didn't know what female pirates were called. I saw a thing on there.
Yeah, because I was looking that up because I was curious.
And then I'm wondering, really, what are they called? And it makes sense what you're saying, but I remember back in the old movies when they would, or the songs.
Yeah.
That meant loose women's or maybe the hoes of today.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that meant. I just didn't know.
We have a gem in Argentina. His name's Luca Martinez Dupuy in Rosario Central. I'd rather give him a chance than Polito. That's fair. That's fair. But that's basically pulling what Italy did with Retegui, but okay, it's a little bit different considering Mexico would probably get away. Well, honestly, Santi's also Argentinian too. Has Argentinian blood. How was the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, Ryan? I didn't go see that movie. And I'm not planning on it. So, don't ask me. I'm busy anyway. I ain't going to be watching the LAFC game. I'm going to be watching the Thorns. I'm on it, but my priority is the Thorns. Yeah, maybe I'll do. Well, I got to do the RSR anyway, but I'll have the game on as I'm doing it, just like I did the St. Louis second half. Yeah, I'll probably watch the Thorns too. NWSL semifinal. Oh yeah, Louisville lost the USL Championship semifinal last night to Charleston, Eastern Conference. So, no Louisville in the final. The USL Championship final is Charleston Battery versus Phoenix Rising.
Wow.
It's not Louisville. I don't care. Besides, MLS playoffs will be on at the same time.
Right.
So, I was only going to try if Louisville were playing. Henry Martinez, Argentinian blood too. What's with all the Mexican strikers having Argentinian blood? I thought he was talking about Santi. Maybe he was talking about the Rosario guy. I didn't know Henry Martin had Argentinian blood. Huh. What do you know? What do you know? I never even heard that brought up. Santi, I heard it brought up, and then of course the guys playing in Argentina. Oh, I get what you're saying now. St. Louis about to kick off the first half here. And here we go. Do you still feel any confident the Patriots still have a chance? No. They're going to miss the playoffs. They'll probably pick top 10 in the draft, if not. Hey, at least the upshot is they're going to actually have a good draft pick. They're going to have like a top 10 draft pick for the first time in my lifetime. Unless they trade down. And we're off. Ishmael Elfaf is the center ref tonight. So he finally gets an MLS game for the first time. Goal kick for Tim Melia.
Jesus.
And he's just wasting his time. Do you think Chicago could win the Super Bowl? No? Is this 1985?
Ain't nobody moved. It's been 40 seconds.
Here we go. Plays it back to Roman Burke. Let's see if Roman Burke goes a bit quicker. Can we get some audio, or would that get you in trouble? Audio would get me copyright strike. It's basically like radio. Except I get a little bit more Vin Scully-ish.
Mad dog.
Okay, no, I'm not that crazy. And I don't say.
Will you retire of Toronto? Will you retire of St. Louis FC does not win?
No, because...
Will you run through the streets of New York in panties?
Okay, now that...
If Howard Stern... And then he didn't want to do that. They told him he...
No, I thought he agreed to Howard.
No, and then he said no, and he had... Mad Dog had his people, wouldn't even talk to Howard, sent him letters, and he don't even want to do that.
Oh, so he was playing along with them.
He's not living up to his end of the deal twice.
So he was playing up to it on radio, but he was just bullshitting to get out of it. Yeah, that's Mad Dog for you.
He didn't do two things he said he was going to do.
Free kick for St. Louis. Yeah, because the Bears won the Super Bowl in '85, Super Bowl shuffle. Against the Patriots, no less.
Uh-oh. The Icky shuffle?
The Super Bowl shuffle. Super Bowl shuffle. Cross-in header. Yeah, Icky was the Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I think they made the Super Bowl that year against the Niners. Jim
was the
McMahon.
Quarterback. He was
Walter
awesome.
Payton.
Yes, they were
Fridge.
awesome. Fridge.
Yeah.
Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
What's the score, guys? It's 0-0. It just started 3 minutes ago. Of course, St. Louis has to win if they want to go on. But it's funny that the Bears beat the Patriots that year in the Super Bowl. Tony Eason.
Oh, Tony Eason.
He started that Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That punk Tony Eason. Hey, the players called him a weak. On the Patriots, those players called him weak.
Hey.
They called him
I
a
wish
punk.
I would have known. I would have bet it all.
Over the top.
Wow.
That was a horrible free kick. Horrible.
That was dumb. I mean, I could just pay me to do that.
I mean, he was from a deeper area,
Wait, Anderson's coming in, and it's way long. Wait.
3 points.
Anderson is coming in, and it's
3
way
points.
long. Wait.
I can't believe Walter Payton jerseys sell for so low. It's only $60. Honestly.
His brother came to when I played football to my high school after Walter Payton died. His brother came to my high school, and we were in the playoffs, and he was motivating us in the cafeteria, the football group, and the team, and that was cool. I wish I could have met Walter himself.
Playing forward to St. Louis. I mean, Walter Payton's probably top 5 best running backs of all time in my book.
Gail Sayers.
No, I think Marshall Faulk, Walter Payton.
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
Definitely. If
Yeah,
he
Barry
would have been
Sanders.
on a decent team all them
He would have
years,
won Super Bowls.
Dude, he would have set the mark so high. He was so quick. That dude was crazy, and he wasn't big, but he was so strong and quick. man,
Yeah.
he would have set records if he would have had the line of one of any good team.
And not
But
been on the
Detroit
Lions.
didn't have it, brother.
And he retired early because of it.
Well, he got out. Yeah, he got tired, man. He just disappeared for a little while. Good
And
for
then
him.
Megatron did the same thing. Calvin Johnson, because he
Yeah.
was on the Lions the whole time, and then he retired early. Hey, listen, the Lions are finally good. The Lions are actually good.
Well, unless you're lying to me.
They're first in the NFC North.
It's a joke.
I know,
If
I
you're
get
lying
it.
to me, the Lions.
Yeah.
Well, no, I hope they do good, but eventually you got to do good, right? You hope.
Well, I mean, Detroit never did.
Even if it's 500 years from now, eventually you're going to mess around and find the nut like a squirrel.
Yeah, true. Corner here for St. Louis. But again, top 5 running backs. Top 5 running backs
Corner
for me.
3.
Well, let's see the corner, then I'll give you my full-on top 5.
Uh-oh.
Corner
Curve
for St.
it
Louis,
in.
Reuven.
Curve it
Edward
in.
Livin.
Kick it at the top and curve
Cross
it
it.
in, baby.
He's not going to do it, Tristan Borges.
Ooh, I would love to. Why wouldn't someone get good at that? I would love
Tristan Borges is.
I know, but very
Did
few
you not
people,
see the goal he scored during the
very
CPL
few
final?
people can do that. Why don't they practice that more?
Well, sometimes the wind's got to favor you.
Well, I get it.
But this is about the time of year that it would. Like, you ain't going to see no Olympicos in the summer unless you go full power. Like, that's the hardest.
Okay. Ass out. Right.
But here's why. Because the wind isn't as favorable in the summer that it is in
Right.
February, March, November,
Got it.
December.
I understand it in pounds and weight and everything. I get it.
Touchdown Cowboys. Does that mean they're beating? Does that mean they're beating the Eagles? Nice. I could have sworn because I know Eagles scored a touchdown, then I think Cowboys scored one, and then I think I'm only rooting for Dak. I'm not rooting for the Cowboys. There's a difference. Oh, State lost to Kentucky for the first time at home for a while.
I know. I told you.
We're gonna barely be bowl eligible.
Man, it's
at
4
best.
and 5, I think now.
Yep.
I mean, I saw that.
And then they play TAMU next week. Then they play Southern. Then they play the Egg Bowl.
Well, if they get,
If
if they win the next 3, and I hope they win 2, and I want them to actually beat Hattiesburg at least.
they'll beat Southern.
And Ole Miss, which they're not. They're going to get stomped. But
Aren't
it's a
you
rivalry game.
Aren't you the one that says the Egg Bowl is unpredictable?
It is unpredictable. I'm saying if you were a betting person.
You bet Ole Miss.
No, I would need to know the line. But I have to factor in, you got to subtract 14 points either way because of the factor of rivalry, right?
Yeah.
So you got to factor
a Davis
that
Wade.
in. That is you call a variable. So you got
And it's a
to
Davis
put that
Wade.
in. Exactly. Then that's another variable. So when you start adding and subtracting and minusing and negative
Honestly, State might be the favorite.
and timing and
Crossing.
multiplying.
Header because I don't think State will be a 14-point dog.
I got to see the line. Have you seen it yet?
It's 3 weeks away, no.
Exactly. So we don't know yet.
But I don't think State will be a 14-point dog.
I wouldn't think, but who knows what Vegas
Even
does.
without the
Even if
rivalry.
they were 10, would you do 7?
I'll do 7.
You would take State plus?
State plus 7. I would take it.
Against Ole Miss?
Yes.
What's
I think
over and under got to be?
Probably about 52.
61?
52 to 58, somewhere around there.
I figure I'd put it at 61. Anyway, they both could score. Now Ole Miss can score way quicker than State.
Yeah,
So,
thanks, Barbe.
Man, that's going to be hard.
But I feel like they're going to win the Egg Bowl just because of Ole Miss never really ends the season well, and, well, the rivalry game situation. So Good news is the state's APR is good enough that if they're 5-7, they'll be bowl eligible. So all they got to do is beat Hattiesburg, and they would be going to a bowl game.
Really?
Yeah, probably on Boxing Day, but they'll go to a bowl game. How we doing, Adam? So, they should be going to a bowl as long as they beat Hattiesburg. Preferably, I'd want them to beat one of TAMU or Ole Miss, but hey, if they could end the season with 3 straight wins somehow. And then probably fire Barbet no matter what. And Arnett, I don't know if I want Arnett fired as well. I kind of have to blame him for the fact that he hired Kevin Barbet as the OC and basically just completely changed everything and not try to keep it the air raid on the offensive side. Hey, if Dan Mullen wants to come back, you fire Arnett. At this point, Jackie Sherrill's not coming out of retirement. But if Mullen wants to come back, you fire Zach Arnett. Depending on what now if it's the offensive coordinators, what Mullen wants to be, then I guess they both could stay. But 11th minute. 0-0 in the 11th minute. But I'm going to probably say this. Mike Leach's death is probably the worst thing that could ever happen to Mississippi State. And we're going to look back at it, that it was the moment that State's possible, I wouldn't say possible greatness, but possible step up died. Unless Dion wants to come to Starkville. I'm still backing Dion. 12th minute.
Yeah, he said he made a mistake. He owns up to it, and I like it because he don't play. Play, be good, or leave. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even in my work.
Like,
go home, quit. Don't come here. You ain't gonna do it. Go. And he said he made a mistake. He made the mistake. And then he let somebody go and promoted somebody, and he said, hey, we're not here to talk about that. They did a great job. We just need somebody different. He didn't disparage anybody.
Yeah.
He didn't dog nobody out.
Here's a shot. Saved by Burke.
He's trying to be a stand-up dude.
To me, Dion is a stand-up dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to be a stand-up dude. Do your job, you can stay. If not, get the hell on. Just, what did you do today?
Did you hear that Liverpool and Real Madrid dropped points because they underestimated their opponents? Yeah. Liverpool drew Luton Town. I can't believe it. I thought that was about to be a freaking runaway for Liverpool. Thank God I didn't bet it because I would have lost my ass. If I bet that Luton Town Liverpool game, I would have lost my ass. Sometimes when you think things are so sure, that's when they end up not being sure. No snappy, no. I thought that's something.
I mean, that's true. You put a little on the for sure, but you got to put a little bit on the long shot and parlay them with 2 long shots. You might be a millionaire. Who knows? You just got to know what to do and take that chance. Most people are too scared because it sounds so stupid. Why would you do that? There's been a lot of people get rich off of being stupid. I can tell you that.
Well, getting rich takes some risk.
Yep, and if you don't take a risk at all, you ain't going nowhere.
And risk could be looked at as stupid in the moment, but then when it plays out, it could be looked at as genius.
Look at the worst risk I took. I took a traditional, worked my ass off, and they just let you go. That was a risk too. You just thought it was for sure thing, but nothing is for sure in
Exactly.
this world. Not a damn thing except death and taxes. And okay, being born, if you're born. But death and taxes are only two for sure things in your life that's going to get you.
Yep.
And you can say taxes, I mean government, taxes, politics, whatever you want to call it. But death and taxes, government death is what's going to get you.
15th minute, here comes Edward Leuven, trying to find a position. Hey, St. Louis ain't playing too bad.
No? I mean, it's 15 minutes, and it's been nothing scary on either end.
Hey, maybe Kansas City trusts Melia to win it on penalties.
Look, you keep pulling up my shirt.
That's a foul. Or throwing it.
Come on, dude. When I hit you in the throat with this.
That's going to get you a red card. You don't do that 15 minutes
elbow.
in. Yeah, but if you do that 15 minutes in.
Keep pulling on my shirt now.
So you're telling me.
No, but just don't pull my shirt. I don't like that.
Good one. You're not the one
pulling my
playing.
Shirt up. I don't know how they didn't call that.
It ended up being a throw-in anyway. So
okay, but I still don't understand that sort of. You're pulling my shirt up. You're grabbing on me.
Well, let me just say, last night there was a shirt pull in the box between Dallas and Seattle where Raul Ruidiaz was chasing the ball and he was onside. And the defender on Dallas pulled the back of his shirt and he went down and they looked at it and said no penalty.
Literally grabbed
in the box, pulled
his
shirt.
Not finger got
like
called.
A whole hand, just like fists it.
No, hell no.
I'm like, how's that not a pen?
No. Okay, well then let's do it all. Ain't nobody moving.
Like he pulled the back of his shirt, like full fist, pulls the back of his shirt, like so far out, like it looks like a slingshot. He goes down.
That's what I don't.
That's impeding.
That's not right.
That's impeding a player to getting to the ball and causing chaos on the keeper. Whatever that should be a pen.
Call it. If it's constricting, if it's slowing down, if it's hampering, whatever adjective or adverb noun you want to use, it's wrong. If that's the case, I'd just grab a hold of people and just keep grabbing a hold of them. They would never leave. I'd have about 4 people held at one time.
And that penalty, if it was given and they scored, they would have went to a shootout, and who knows what would have happened, and Seattle may have swept.
That's what I'm saying.
So that changes everything. Yeah. Now the series is 1-1.
Series, eventually, they win the next one. They get the bonus money. You just cost somebody a ring and money or whatever. What do they give inside? Did they give rings?
Yes, they in MLS at least they give rings.
Or do they get toe rings?
They get rings and medals.
Okay.
They get if they win the cup, they get a medal and they get a ring.
Medal, but you get toe rings.
You've seen that Toronto FC ring, you know.
No, I know. No, that was cool. I'm just joking.
And they got the medal for the cup final.
Yeah. Oh, what if that ball would have went in that tube and he would have sucked in at the same time and then he would have choked on a soccer ball? That would be awesome. Hey!
Bop, 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 bop.
Boop, boop.
Cross in.
Good for you.
I have a glandular problem.
Good for you.
You remember how Stewie was following the...
Yeah. The tuba.
Yeah.
You got your own music. The ball goes in the tuba as he's sucking in.
I'd rather it be a football.
Gets vortexed into his throat.
I'd rather it be a football than some other things that people have put down tuba.
I don't know. Soccer ball's pretty big, but no.
At least it's not gonna taste like shit when it hits you.
Well, that's true. And of course, literally, a soccer ball couldn't be sucked in the tube because it
would only fall into it.
Yeah, it would be a muffle. But
yeah.
I'm just being funny.
Yeah.
What if?
Jake Ziven is also back. Another commentary game without Messi. Yeah, because Twellman and Ziven are going to do St. Louis games, and Messi ain't playing because Twellman's from St. Louis. Duh. Did you not watch the first half of the season?
Come on, St. Louis.
Now, it
I
makes
need
you
to
wonder, though.
score one more than the other team. That's it. That's all.
It makes you wonder, though.
Because, see, I could be a coach. Just score more than the other team. That's all you got to do, right?
I guess that's what I think, too, but there's more nuance to it.
I know. I'm joking.
I mean, of course, score more than the other team, but, I mean, that's basically the gist of what I say, but I think it's a lot more.
I know. Just go do it. Uh-oh.
Play sport. No. And Denby. Cross in. Oh, what are you doing?
Watch out.
Cover him!
Watch out. Kill him, Mommy.
Mark him! What are you doing?
No.
No. Polito.
Don't screen it. Don't screen it. Block it.
And Denby. Nice. Good.
Kick it.
That's got to be a free kick the other way.
You kicked him in the ankle, brother.
Stroud goes down. So I'm betting on Leon against
Lori
Man
Stroud
City.
Yes. Oh, that was Stroud. My bad.
That's why I'm betting on Leon against Man City. Dude, if Leon, the way they are, beats Man City, I'm going to call you a genius. It ain't happening. Is Leon even going to beat Urawa Red Diamonds? Probably not, the way Leon's playing. Them boys just allowed, 5 to Puebla? It was one after the other. It was a 5-5 draw, but still. I would be pissed. If my team gave up a 5-5 draw, I'd be like, yeah, you scored 5 goals. That's the good part. The other part's you allowed 5. You still got a point, but how are you going to do that? Are we really going to win games if you allow 5 goals, even if you score 5? Come on now. We got to do better than that. 22nd minute, 0-0. Nick Hoxa scored against Watchalong, but it was ruled as offside because the flag's up too late. I hate when that happens. Isn't the point of VAR to let the play out and then check it? Because every goal gets checked. Isn't that the point? Keep the flag down, and then if there's a question, we check it. Or if we find something, it's overturned. Wasn't that supposed to be the point? That's the way they explained it before. It's if there's an offside, we'll let, whether it's, I guess if it's obvious, I get it. But if it's ticky-tacky offside, flag doesn't go up, they check it. If it's offside, it's offside. Wasn't that the point? I know Benzema is going to play in the Club World Cup with Al Ittihad and N'Golo Kante as well. That Al Ittihad game might do a little bit better than I expect. That game 1 of the Club World Cup. We'll be covering that, as you know. Getting a bit spicy. Well, speaking of Real Madrid, Rayo Vallecano, I think Jimmy Conrad said that was going to be a trap game. How does Miazga being suspended next playoff game affect Cincy? I would say it'd be bad, but Philadelphia lost their best center back too. So I guess all's fair that's fair. And the Revolution suck anyway, so I don't think it'll be too harsh. I think Cincinnati can... What's the word? I think Cincinnati can hold. They can handle it. Even though... I think they can handle it in a one-off. Even though they're going to be off for 3 weeks. Because they swept. See, that's kind of screwed up, though. If you sweep, you can't play a game for 3 weeks. When you're going to play a team that may only have 2 weeks off because they had to play every game. And besides, 2 weeks is still, 2 weeks is still a lot to not play in. Especially if you're not called up to a national team. So, Philly doesn't have enough this year to do shit. I agree. And then Kai Wagner went and did what he did. And Philly's already been fraudulent all year, and the freaking locker room's about to just absolutely blow itself up. They're losing Bedoya, and I guess now it's okay they're losing Kai Wagner, considering, well, dumbass didn't think Bobby Wood knew German. Because Bobby Wood was born in Germany and played most of his career in Germany. Like what?
Bobby Wood was born in Germany.
U.S. based.
Bobby Wood.
It was to U.S. parents on a U.S. base, and then he played most of his career in Germany.
Okay, gotcha.
Is Kai Wagner suspended? Not yet.
Just asking.
But Kai Wagner said a slur to Bobby Wood in German. Because Kai Wagner's German, but he didn't think in game one.
Really?
Saved by Roman Burke. Like, seriously. Like, if a dude plays most of his career in Germany and was born, I don't know if he knew he was born there, but he still played most of his career in Germany. You're going to get the language. Like, you're going to know the language? So did John Brooks. He's from Germany. Yeah, because Jurgen Klinsmann brought a lot of those U.S. German Americans to the team. That's why there was all these.
Okay, get out of that situation, dude. That's.
Well, I was just.
I don't know.
Because, of course, the U.S. has a lot of bases in Germany.
Man, I wonder.
27th minute.
Oh, no.
Oh. Daniel Shallowy. Shallowy. Keeps it in. Right to Berkey.
Man, he could have hit. Man, that was close.
I think Shallowy could have scored that himself.
I think he could have. That would have. Right. Boom. Boom. Oh, no.
That was the other one. That was the one before.
Was that number? Oh, was that before?
Yeah, that wasn't that exact play. Like, that was just crossed through.
Why would they even show it?
Sometimes they do.
Stupid.
Apple TV is.
Let me show something from 8 years ago. Bloom cut
Oh,
it
it's still in
in
this
and
game.
then bring it out.
They don't do that.
I don't care. I'm just
Playing
joking.
for Shallowy. Shallowy. Oh, that's a good place to put it. Polito.
Oh, man.
Top of the box, Scotty Kinda. No.
Way to stop it out.
I mean, there was 3 players in front of him, but
I know.
hey, at least
but
Scotty
I'm
Kinda
saying,
took the shot.
I mean,
Unlike a certain team.
It's like they were just standing there. Time stood still, dude.
Hey, but at least Gotti Kinda at least tried to take a shot unlike a certain team. But at least on that play, Gotti Kinda tried to take a shot unlike a certain team in the around the 18-yard box.
Yep.
Because, Toronto in that position would have just passed it back 5 yards.
Yeah, back to their goal. On goal.
Like, they would have recessed. Like, oh, there's nothing there for me. I'd be like, how about you play it wide, maybe?
I score 10 goals a game. Why? Because I kick it into my own goal 10 times a game. Oh, I'm the highest scorer.
Real better genius.
Yeah,
we salute you, Mr. Own Goal Scoring Guy.
Own goal scoring guy.
Mr. Own Goal Scoring Guy.
And bicycling goals at a fast pace. Mr. Own Scoring Guy. I scored 50 goals today.
Mr. Own Goal Scorer.
Yeah, that's awesome. That would be awesome. Awesome.
I don't know. Maybe I'll actually make a cover that in the off season. I don't know. CJ Stroud is something else, man. He went off. Don't remind me. The Bucks actually looked good for the first couple of weeks this year. Now they've fallen off a cliff. I can't win for losing. I mean, the Saints, well, yeah, the Saints aren't even really that good. They're just over 500. I can't win for losing. Patriots suck. I like Baker Mayfield, so I like the Bucks more than I thought I would. But Brady retired. Turns out now the Bucks suck. And the Saints, well, they're just over 500. At least the Saints wanted it. I can't win for losing. None of my teams are going to be in the playoffs this year. Even the Saints could screw it up. I mean, the Falcons aren't far behind. I don't think I've ever had a playoff in the NFL where none of my teams were in it. I think I've always at least had one rooting interest, if not more than that. This is weird. And then, of course, state sucks. The only thing good in gridiron football for me is the Toronto Argos. They went 16-2, and they're the Eastern Final. Worst part is, though, is their quarterback's an Ole Miss Rebel, so even then it still sucks.
Well,
St. Louis, at least for me, not him, but at least for me. Oh, whatever. Here comes Kansas City in the 30th minute. Over the top. 0-0. Panthers-Bears on Thursday. That honestly sucks. Honestly, you know what? I hope LA doesn't sweep. Saved by Burt. I would rather watch LA than the freaking Thursday Night Football. Red Bull lost. No MLS Cup for them, as per Daniel. As per usual, of course. No MLS Cup for the Red Bulls. We don't feel sorry for you. No MLS Cup for you. No cup for you. No cup for you. Or I don't know. Cross in. Cross in. Past the post. No cup for you. No cup for you. Nobody got that reference, did they? Nobody got the suit reference. No cup for you. Free kick for Kansas City. Liga Meki's refs doing Liga Meki's things again. Yep. Should look at last night. Free kick for Kansas City. "33rd minute or 32nd minute. Johnny Russell with a free kick. Header. That goes past the post for a corner. Corner for Kansas City. But for me, we got St. Louis and Kansas City both have two corners. Kansas City corner, Daniel Shallowy to take. Shallowy, cross, headed away. "33rd minute. And that's another corner. I guess we're going to have to worry about Tim Melia penalties. A high-level European goalkeeper versus the freaking hero Tim Melia penalties. That's what it looks like to me. 17-14 Cowboys. Nice run. And Sam overruns it. Damn, 34th minute. They just gave a red to Mazatlan. That's not even a hard foul. So soft. What is that, Nick Cox? So you're not even close to playoffs and you're robbing Mazatlan just like Chivas. What a disgrace. Somebody send me the clip and then I'll, well. If I was a coach, I'd get suspended every so often just by shitting on the refs almost every week. Like just for bullshit. Not anything but calling them on their bullshit calls. I'd get suspended at least every 2 months and a half. even if my team wins, I'm still going to call the refs on their shit decisions. Because they're horrible.
Come on, St. Louis.
St. Louis starting to get on.
Come on now.
Come on, STL. Come on. 35th minute. Like, legitimately, because even if you're just criticizing the call, even if it was a wrong call, MLS fines the coaches who say anything or players that say anything about the refs. That's how much of a circle jerk pro is. Even if you're making not a constructive criticism, but a correct criticism of the call because it was a BS call, even though they know it, they'll still fine that coach or player. And if you do it enough,
be like Mark Cuban. With basketball, he's been the most fined because he says what's right and they still fine him. Because you can't do that. That's in the rule. I don't know about in this.
As I said, in MLS, if you criticize the refs because they made a bad call, even if you're not threatening them, even if you're just saying
Mark
that was the wrong call.
Cuban has been in basketball. The owner of the Dallas Mavericks has been fined millions of dollars. He's the most fined just for saying, bad call or not, it was the truth.
Exactly.
They still fine him.
Yeah.
And that should be against the law. I thought we, especially here, could do that. Well, if we can't do it, they can't do it. I mean, because we're the land of the free, and you still get fined for.
Well, in England, you do the same thing, you get fined. So.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just ironic that every country that has professional refs, like England, Italy, and the U.S., if you criticize the refs, whether it for a bad call, and you're not even threatening them, you're just saying that was a bad call, that was bullshit, and you say
they suck.
They're going to fine you.
Exactly. Right.
It seems like a circle jerk to me.
As long as it's true, it shouldn't be. Now,
Exactly.
if you're slandering or hurting someone's reputation and you're lying or
I agree with that.
That's different.
Yeah.
But if the video shows what the video shows, so let's hold them accountable too.
But
the
they
refs
don't
need to have money taken from them when they screw the hell up.
But they don't because
Exactly.
pro refs hasn't got better in a decade.
If
They've
you
been around a
took money
decade.
from them for messing up, I bet you they'd
And
straighten
by the
the
way,
hell up.
this certain center ref, Ismail Elfaf, went to the World Cup in Qatar. You know what MLS did to him? They barely let him ref any matches in MLS this year because they know pro sucks besides him. And they don't want pro to look even worse.
Well,
so they barely let him ref.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying that is a good thing to Elfaf,
Yeah.
I guess, against pro. But like as soon as he went to Qatar, he actually learned how to be a ref because when you're actually learning from good refs, cleared away.
Man, you do not want them to score. KC does not need to score first. You're just messing up a rope. You do not want to have to come from behind.
That's a foul the other way, yeah.
Hey.
See, some other ref wouldn't have made that call, but at least Elfaf does because that's a clear foul. I respect Elfaf. Ever since the World Cup, man used that opportunity to learn and become a better ref. And he's actually the best ref in the country.
As long as you're calling it as best you can, the same on each side, I have no problem with it. It's when you're corrupt or stupid or sway to one side is when you should be taken out and done for, whatever that means.
I agree with that. Do you think Miami are going to be unstoppable with Suarez? Yes. Miami's going to win the Supporters' Shield next year. Messi with a full season, they're going to win the Shield. They're going to win Champions Cup. Speaking of, Miami's playing a friendly next Friday.
Oh, yeah.
To honor Messi's Ballon d'Or win. And they're going to show it on Season Pass.
I think they showed him in a picture. He had
that's
like
because
10 rings.
it was 8 Ballon d'Ors for 8 Ballon d'Ors.
Dude, that is
because they were trying to recreate the Bill Russell thing.
That was cool. I saw that photo. I'm like, damn.
Because Messi has 8 Ballon d'Ors.
Crazy. Man.
Just
Wow.
won the 8th. So an MLS player won the Ballon d'Or, best player in the world. Who would have thought? 27 years into the MLS.
Man.
Or
Awesome.
28 years. I mean, he didn't win it because of what he did in MLS, but he still won it while he was in MLS. You know, it counts. It counts.
All right, now we got 5 more minutes coming up.
Come on, Kansas City. Come on. Don't let Kansas City score.
Right. At least let's go in 0-0. Worst case. If not, STL 1 or 2.
Yeah, but I agree. If they allow Kansas City to score, they're going to be pissing up a rope because they got only 45 minutes and Kansas City's way too stingy today.
They're pissing on a flat rock and it gets on your ankles and your feet when you do that. So, yeah, let's not do that. Let's move it on.
Supporter Shield, Champions Cup, Open Cup, Leagues Cup, MLS Cup, book it. Honestly, Miami could win the quintuple. Oh, and Copa Interamericana, by the way. They're in that too, so a sextuple.
What?
They're in contention for 6 trophies next year.
Damn.
Sextuple.
Crazy.
Open Cup, MLS Cup, Champions Cup, Supporter Shield, Copa Interamericana, and Leagues Cup.
That's crazy. Anybody ever won them all?
The closest was TFC winning that treble in 2017.
I got you, but that's the closest.
That's the closest. Hey, so at least we still have that, even if we're the worst team in the world right now, as we were the closest team to winning
They
everything.
Suck. Yes, exactly.
Corner St. Louis.
They're like the tuba with the soccer ball stuck in it.
Cross in, header, clear away.
And the dude sucked in and got it stuck in his throat.
And somehow, by the way, Bob Bradley got a job like a month or 2 later after being fired in Norway.
I wish I could get a job that quick.
But it's a club he used to coach at that brought him back.
Well,
And they were already in the relegation zone. What are you doing? Bradley, while you're in the relegation zone. Yeah, that's a good idea.
a lot of people yelling yellow card. Oh!
Yeah, that's a yellow. That's a yellow.
Wait, he was falling. He ran into
But he
it.
didn't
Yeah,
get
I
the
don't
ball.
think he meant.
He slid. He didn't get the ball.
I mean, I think that's just accidental contact. I mean, nobody meant to do nothing. Really? I don't know.
I think it's a yellow.
Wow. You got shin guards on? Okay.
Every footballer wears shin guards.
Okay. All right. Well, good for them.
Does that play not tell you why they should?
Exactly. So, but, I mean.
Header.
I didn't know they all wore. I thought they'd get in their way.
That's why they wear 2 socks. They wear an under sock, then they put in the shin guard, and then the over sock.
I didn't know that.
But
some didn't wear it.
But if you look at some players, they cut holes in the back of their sock to allow more range of motion and not cramp up their. So.
Right. I
guess
thought it would feel weird, but if you're used to it, I guess it would.
But then again.
I've hit shins in martial arts. It does not feel good at all.
Cleared away.
At all. Ow. Shins.
But at least when it comes to football, they barely wear any padding.
No, that's true.
They just have the shins.
No, that's it.
44th minute.
Welcome to the Blue Hell. Uh-oh.
Cross in. Save by Burke.
All right. Is it going to be, 2 minutes?
Probably 2 or 3.
You think?
Yeah, somewhere.
Was there really anything?
No, not really, but
Could be 2. I'd say
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
But you're right.
I wouldn't be shocked if it was 3.
Right.
But he didn't even try to win the second ball. What are you doing? I'd be like, good job from Berkey to take his sweet ass time. This is the time you do that, right before the end of a half. And if you get the yellow card, well, it's going to be a little bit hard that somebody enforced the 6-second rule. You're supposed to take a goal kick or restart the play from goalkeeper within 6 seconds. They don't really enforce that except for very rarely. And when they do, it seems like it's 1 minute of stoppage time.
Okay, 1. Wow.
Oh, no. Goal! Goal! It's a goal for Ndenby.
Man,
Right before the half. Logan Ndenby.
On the penalty minute.
Logan
It's done,
Ndenby.
son. That was nice. I'm going to give it to him. It's tough, brother. This is tough. Tough.
Logan Ndenby scores the goal at 45 plus 1.
Are they going to add another minute on to the celebration?
No, they'll probably just blow the whistle after.
I would
After
hope.
they
Shit.
kick the ball. Gadikinda plays it into Shallowy to Polito to Ndenby, and nobody's there. He just,
Look at
what a shot.
Man. I mean, it was good.
That's a good
told
shot.
you, it's so nice.
Not some Berkey could easily save.
No, it wasn't some bullshit, slow. I mean, he put that in the corner. I mean, that was awesome. Luck or not.
But the defenders should not have just basically put a circle around him.
No,
Like, they just was like, we're just going to put.
They do the TFC shuffle, baby. I call it the TFC shuffle. Let us motherfucker score in the. I mean, this was now. It should be over. So they're gonna give them a chance.
I guess.
Or they call it. I mean,
maybe.
How long do you call this?
The goal was scored,
Jesus
so
Christ.
47 minutes probably.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you let this go? Another 20 minutes?
The whistle should be blown.
This should be it. It was way past. I think they're going 1 more minute. Now, they might let this end, and if this gets cleared, it's over.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, you got to let this play out now.
Yeah. It'd be hard done by. Now it's halftime. Now it's halftime.
Okay.
Halftime, it is
Fixing
1-0
to say,
Kansas City.
man.
1-0 Kansas City, a goal right at the half.
Damn, not right at the half. That was in penalty, though. That's even worse, Ryan. Not the end of the half. It was in the penalty minute. That's even worse. The extra time, say penalty
Stoppage
minute.
time.
Stoppage time. That's even worse.
Don't let the English here say penalty minute. They're gonna.
I know, shit. I'm saying that's even worse, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Damn.
Am I disappointed? Yes. Now St. Louis just went and pissed up a rope, and they gotta at least get 1.
Well, we're gonna see.
I mean, they
got to get 2 to win.
There's penalty shootout if it's tied after 90. But then you're basically just throwing yourself into a 50-50 against a keeper who's really good on penalties. So, you have a point. St. Louis to be eliminated today? Well, the way it's going, it looks like it.
Possibly.
To finish first in the West and then get eliminated on a sweep.
17 wins, dude. Really, I know. What?
The best ever
That
expansion season,
sucks.
and then they just get swept out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Not even one into it. Yeah, exactly.
By a wild card team, no less. Like, I get Kansas City's picked up more points since May 1st. It's true. But St. Louis has still been consistent. They still finished first. The best team in the Western Conference. What happened? The Western Conference is fraudulent. Seattle, fraudulent. LAFC legitimately is going to make it back to MLS Cup, aren't they? When they have a pretty mid-season, they still find a way to make it back to MLS Cup because the road is absolutely just being paved in front of them. Kansas City is a wild card team. RSL and Houston. LAFC would beat RSL or Houston. Houston's for real. I think Houston versus LAFC would probably be the best Western Conference final left, but on a watching basis. But LAFC, they're going to go make the final again, which is the bare minimum, is to get back to MLS Cup and win it after everything else they've pulled. This was supposed to be a treble year. So at least you end on a high. But take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. 1-0 at the half for Kansas City. Sit tight, I'll be back. Back for the stats at the half. 7 shots to 3, 3 shots on goal to 0, 61% possession to 39, 208 passes to 132, 80% pass accuracy to 61, 8 fouls to 11, 1 offside, 0, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 4 corners to 3. Kansas City is being very stingy. They're holding possession. They're playing the ball forward. They got some really good chances. St. Louis hasn't really looked like the team they've been all regular season or even at moments in game one. St. Louis just look absolutely dejected, like they have no answers, to be honest. Kansas City wants to get this done with now. And looks to me like this game is going to be even tougher for St. Louis as this second half goes. Either they were a second half team throughout the regular season. A lot of their big moments were in the second half throughout the season, of course. So either they prove that they're a second half team or they fall apart the worst 45 minutes. I wouldn't say the worst 45 minutes, but the most meaningful 45 minutes of their season. We'll find out. Kansas City deserves to have the lead, though, to be completely honest. North Carolina FC 0, Charlotte Independence 0 in the USL 1 final. Hopefully, North Carolina wins. I want Winvo to be happy. I want him to be happy, so hopefully they win. Hopefully North Carolina win. Honestly, Cincy might just make MLS Cup so long as Columbus doesn't try anything on them because I got the ECF as Crew versus Cincy. For me, I still got Orlando going to the MLS Cup final. I think Orlando is the best team in the East right now. If Orlando gets past Nashville, which isn't a complete certainty, I think Orlando makes the MLS Cup final out of the East. Which, wait, that means Orlando would host the Cup final against LAFC by points. If it was to be LAFC. And I think they have more points than Seattle as well. Like, Orlando was second in the league. They were second in the East, and they are second in the league. So, Vancouver versus LAFC at 6:30 tonight. I'll be watching, but I won't cover it. We're going to see if there's 2 sweeps tonight. Because it looks like we're on track at least for 1. And if it is St. Louis, Kansas City, I think we're going to get 2 because, well, Vancouver's not beating LA. Eating a meatball sub from Firehouse Subs and a Sprite cranberry. I've never eaten at Firehouse Subs, honestly. I hear it's good. But I mostly eat at Penn Station or Charlie's. You know Charlie's Subs? Like the one that's normally in the mall or something.
Oh, Charlie's with an O.
No, that's the other restaurant.
Oh, okay.
The one in the mall that's
Just
Subs is Charlie's. Yeah,
Okay.
spelled the same.
Cool.
Firehouse is better than Subway. I mean, it probably is.
Yeah.
It probably is.
Everything's better than Subway.
Subway's just good in a pinch. Like, I don't really even like Subway that much, but I'll eat it in a pinch. Like, I'll eat Subway in a pinch. But, like, Subway is so... Like, the subs at Subway are just, even if they get toasted, are so thin and just so... I don't know how to put it. Thin. They're not supple. That's not a good word.
Doesn't stand up to the meat and the stuff you're putting on it. There's no stability.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
About.
Yeah. Stability.
I mean, whatever you want to say. They know what you mean.
I've never heard anybody use the word supple to, like, reference the stability and
never heard supple,
quality of food, but
yeah,
I guess stability is a better word, but
the bun has to hold all the meat and cheese,
and it's
so thin where we go. May be great where they go.
No, but think about it. And that's just if it's toasted, it's not even that strong.
No, it's not. So if you don't toast
it's
it,
probably
it's even worse,
yeah.
Dude. No, I'm telling you, it is worse. I've done it. It's worse. I mean, you don't need it being doughy and breaking apart. You're just trying to eat a sandwich. I mean, that sucks. And we've all had it.
Yeah.
If you think about it. From different places.
It's true. But, yeah, Charlie's is a phenomenal sub restaurant. But it's like, well, no, it's not. But
Quiznos was a good one.
Quiznos was good, but they went out of business.
They toasted it right. The others warm it.
Yeah.
They actually toasted
Quiznos
it.
actually. Well, Quiznos isn't completely out of business, but it's definitely fallen on hard times.
Yes, it did.
If you watch a video, Company Man did a video about Quiznos. A YouTuber Company
in
Man.
this area, they're out of business.
Yes, it left.
I don't know about the rest of the world and don't care because I can't get there.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying.
That's true.
I don't know except what's around me.
But around here, yeah, it's out of business. But there are still Quiznos results.
Gone, and I'm like, man.
Locations, I should say.
You gotta toast it where it like chars the ends of the bread. Just not, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
put
crispy
that crust on it. Yeah.
Firehouse Subs bread stands out better to fillings and lays perfectly flat with a topping facing up.
Now I've done the Firehouse, and it was the bread was Jersey Mike's is pretty good.
I've never been to
McAllister's does sandwiches. It's pretty.
And then
good.
that Italian like meat sub you used to buy me like when you took like late shifts, like in the early 2010s. Like that was pretty good too. Like it was like Italian meat sub.
Yeah, but that's a specific chain in St. Louis from the Hill.
Well, yeah, it's not a chain; it's a local restaurant.
There's a few of the same family have them. It's not a chain, but there's 3 or 4 because the family either sold to other family or has it, but it's not a chain, but there's several different locations.
But that was still pretty good.
Yeah.
That Italian meat sub. I mean, there are some really good restaurants in St. Louis. There really are. That aren't anywhere else.
Like anywhere, man. Everywhere has their good spot.
Now, Emo's, on the other hand, can fuck off. Emo's is disgusting.
No.
Emo's is disgusting.
Don't say that.
Emo's is disgusting.
It is not. You just don't like thin crust pizza.
It tastes like cardboard with glue.
Me, it's awesome.
Provel tastes like glue, and it feels like it's been put on cardboard.
Salads are good too.
The salads are okay, and the wraps are good too. Okay, I'll give them that. Emo's wraps and salads are okay, but their pizza is absolutely disgusting.
Their loaded pizza, thin crust, I love it. Got the bacon, whole pieces of bacon on it. Awesome. Green, olives. Wow. Okay, we begged to, hey.
Hey, I said at least their toasted wraps and salad are good.
Right. But you just don't like thin crust. You like a medium to thicker crust. And I like them all. So
well, I mean, that Donato's in Columbus wasn't bad, and that was thinner crust and square, but that was...
It was not as thin as that. But I get what you're saying. It's not your thing. Cool. I'm not going to say it's disgusting. I just say it's not my thing, and it's not what it's all up to be to you.
Yeah. But Joe's pizzas are really good. Like, those deep dishes from Joe's are really...
No, that Philly with the sausage is kicking. That's what I'm doing.
And that spinach and artichoke is pretty good, too.
Okay. That's a different... Yeah. Those are the two.
40s. And don't crucify me, but I do eat those pizzas with a fork.
Well, the deep dish you have to, man.
Yeah, an Italian will call you a munja cake for doing it.
Then let him call me what I want. And then I'll slap him in the face with the other end of the pizza because I'm going to eat it whatever I can eat it. But the ones that were the deep dish is so, not runny, but it's a lot of, it's made backwards, right? The sauce is on top, not the bottom. So you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to pick up until it cools off.
Exactly.
Good. Then you can pick it up.
A Philly with sausage. The steak with sausage added in, yeah. Because there was like steak pieces, but then there was sausage on top.
But the sauce is on top, not the bottom of the crust.
Yeah, because the toppings are
they do
under
the
Yeah.
opposite. Yeah, it's awesome. But it just makes it, you need a fork when it's really hot. When it cools off, you can pick it up.
Do you ever try a blimpie? No, because I would not eat at a sub restaurant that was in a freaking Walmart.
I've never tried blimpie.
And I've only seen them in Walmarts. So.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like
I don't even know if we have them here anymore.
We used to.
Yeah, but I hadn't seen one in a long time.
But then somebody'd be like, but you needed a Pizza Hut Express, but at least that's a Pizza Hut. And besides, a Target seems cleaner to me than a Walmart. Like, Target seems a bit more higher class than a Walmart. Like, I have no problem eating
Target's different, and it's not as cluttered, and it is, to me, overall cleaner. I get what you're saying. But you can't say everyone's this or that. But for overall, you're exactly right.
But Walmart's cheaper. That's true. That's why Walmart has
so much. Yeah, by 2 cents. Or they'll tell you on the sign it's low, and then when it checks out, if you don't check your receipt.
Block.
If you don't check your receipt, it's more than the damn ticketed price. And who wants to be up there being that guy or girl? Checking prices to be, not right. Man, get out of my way. So you can't do that either.
Yeah. Besides, some Targets don't even have groceries. I think they've started to add more groceries to most Targets. But
just like they did at Walmart. They had the small Walmart, the medium, and then the super center.
Yeah.
And Targets were small, and now they're like Targets or
Super
they have food, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call it.
I just miss Kmart. Kmart was.
And there was Kmarts that were like a super
Kmart
or
a big
Kmart. So.
And then Sears freaking turned Kmart into a nosedive.
No, they were both companies were doing bad, and then one bought the other, and one shitty company bought another shitty company, thinking they could save each other, and that just did it.
It's actually funny. Guatemalan
it's like when two idiots get together, even though they have jobs, it doesn't make it any better.
Like a Guatemalan side, Comunicaciones still has a Sears ad on their shirts, so Guatemalans still have Sears.
Really?
Yeah.
How do they spell it?
SEARS. It's the same Sears logo.
SEARS, Sears?
Yeah, it's the same Sears.
No, SEAR. They misspelled Sears.
SEARS.
Yeah, that's Sears. So you're talking about the American Sears?
Yeah, the company.
Okay.
They still have. Somebody has the naming rights.
What?
And it's still the small undercase logo they had before they closed.
They can't, man. If they don't score here, I'm telling you, St. Louis don't score by 70, the 70th minute, it's going to be tough, man. It's just so
Yeah,
tough.
because then SKC is just going to absolutely park the bus.
Well, something's fixing to happen here shortly. You're right. They're going to slow it way down.
They should be parking the bus right now.
Now, that was, he ran, I mean.
Now, that's a foul.
His legs coming down. He did not do that on purpose. That was him running in.
That's why there wasn't a card.
Okay, got you. And that may be a foul, but that's just incidental.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't a card.
Right.
If it was meant to be, it would be a card.
Then let's get them up and let's move on.
I still think MLS should do what MLS Next Pro does, and if you go down, you have to be off the pitch for 3 minutes.
Yeah, or like if your helmet comes off in football, you can't play the next play or whatever.
But if you're down and you take treatment, you should be off the pitch for 3 minutes.
Well, no, you should. That would stop you from faking
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
That's why they did it.
Right. right. I get it.
But if Next Pro's doing, I think MLS should do it. It's cut the amount of stoppage time by a lot. And if you're going to do those,
we're going to add this 3 minutes right now.
Because if we're going to do the World Cup style stoppage time, where the stoppage time is 10 minutes, I'm not saying they do that now, but MLS is going to get there. To combat that, you do it the MLS Next Pro way. That'll make the stoppage time less. Because the thought process is they only play. Eric Tommy's about to come in for Gadi Kinda if he gets taken off. If they're the actual time of the ball being in play is 65 minutes per game.
Wow, really?
That's why they did the longer stoppage times of the World Cups. Or they brought it to the Prem too. So at some point MLS is going to get it. But if you take the MLS Next Pro rule, that'll up the time, which means there'll be less stoppage time in each half. I'd just say if MLS Next Pro is going to do it, why not? The main Gadi Kinda's back on.
Better score. Go.
Celio Pompeu, who came on at the half. Celio Pompeu. Vasilev.
You got your best shot.
And he didn't take it. Leuven.
No.
Leuven. Over the bar.
Oh, man. Oh,
I thought he had
in the
that.
corner. Top corner, right?
Yep.
Top right corner. What if it would have hit in there?
That would have been a backbreaker
Oh,
for Kansas City.
man. Look.
Yep.
Oh.
He was inches away. That just dipped a
was
little bit more.
Awesome.
Melia was not going to get to that. If he would have just dipped that a little bit more.
Uh-oh. And he's going to kick it out.
That'd be a corner. But, if Leuven could just dip that a little bit more, Melia was not getting to that. There was no way.
Oh, no.
That would take, a superhuman save. And he did not look like he was ready to jump. So that would have just dinked in.
He wasn't jumping nothing.
Plays forward Kansas City. Good block by Yarrow. Yarrow gets it forward. St. Louis, Jared Stroud. Stroud wheels back. Oh, God. Why are you going full Toronto? This is not the St. Louis that played in the regular season. It makes you wonder, is St. Louis horrible under pressure? When the games really matter and they're knockout games, do they fail under pressure? Because if you remember the America game, they got their ass kicked. They were horrible in Leagues Cup. They didn't do well in Open Cup. Makes you wonder, are knockout games?
What is...
That's a throw-in.
I know, and he kicked it right back out. Yeah, if I was them, I would just, let's just keep doing that.
Yeah, it's called parking the bus.
I mean, you better kick it, dude.
Long ball. Second ball, 1. And Celio doesn't. Why was Celio not running after that? You come in for your second team. Once that happened, they become just like TFC. Maybe I am cursed.
Yeah, that's cursed, all right.
Hey, at least Ford somehow beat the curse.
All teams better give me money so I don't like them, or I'm going to curse them and they'll never win again.
I can't believe you chose St. Louis to win MLS Cup and Bracket Challenge. I didn't think this was going to happen.
Of course not.
They
They
absolutely
won 17 games.
The first time an expansion team's ever done something like that.
Right. They went,
Expansion-
5-6-0 in the beginning. Yeah. I mean, but you knew but you didn't know how real they were. You're seeing.
Then again, they still lost to Seattle twice, and they lost to LAFC once. And those are
Well,
realer teams, so maybe
That's true.
they did lose to the realer teams, but they still finished top of the West. Maybe that was the warning shot.
Yeah, it might have been. I didn't keep up with them that much, so I don't know.
But they still finished top. You got to earn finishing top of a conference. I don't care if it's MLS. You still got to earn that. Your performances were still good enough that And, well, they did lose to Kansas City in Kansas City about a month and a half ago.
Well, all I can tell you, they better stop this and score here shortly.
Shot, cross, save by Burke.
Wow.
Roman Burke with a save. Hey, you know what? Oh, yeah, Roman Burke is nominated for MLS Goalkeeper of the Year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's won the top 3. I think he's top 3. I don't know if he is Goalkeeper of the Year. Plays forward, but top 3. I would have put him second, I think. Vasilev, Pompeu, cross in, header. Oh, what a save by Tim Melia. Stonewalls João Klaus. Blom loses the ball. Damn. It's not without trying. I mean, that was a really good header. Just stonewalled by Melia. Tim, 58th minute. Over the top, Celio Pompeu. But St. Louis does win the second ball. Livin. That's a throw. 8 shots to 6. Pompeu. What a header by Klaus.
Oh,
but what a save by Melia.
That is crazy. Can you believe that? Wow.
Klaus was onside, and then it was.
Man, can you? That is just crazy.
And Tim Melia was.
Anything else would have went in, dude.
Yeah.
Anything else happened, that wouldn't have happened. It would have went in.
But
1/10 millimeter of an inch a second.
It's crazy because Tim Melia was showing his age earlier this year, and it was questioned if he was the starter for Kansas City, and now he's put them on his back throughout the playoffs. Hey, Melia's that guy. He still's got it. I mean, that's why I'm.
I got you.
And he's really good at penalties. I mean, San Jose he's still stuck in their head. The ones that missed for San Jose in the wild card game were the ones who missed in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
And the ones who weren't there in 2020 scored. So, I guess, St. Louis will do a bit better. Pompeu. Klaus.
Come on!
Livin blocked away.
Damn.
Hebert doesn't get there.
Man. Okay, come on. Set back up while they're...
Parker.
Come on.
Hebert. Vasilev. Back to Hebert.
Keep it low.
Parker. Hebert.
Ooh, no.
That wasn't there.
See it shutting down. There you go. Come on.
Yarrow. The last man back, Josh Yarrow.
Look, man.
Long ball. There we go. He was on. Stop pulling your arm up. Right to Melia. Everyone underestimates SKC if they barely won that penalty shootout against San Jose. Because I didn't think St. Louis would let Kansas City do what San Jose let Kansas City do, get away with missing like 10 chances and winning on penalties. Turns out Kansas City was like, oh, we can't finish chances? We'll show you. And they showed us. And then they showed us. They could finish chances. Man, football is a weird sport. This sport sometimes. Like, yeah, form's a thing, but here's also the thing. Here's a chance, cross in. Header.
Wow, he sure
just put that in the bad
set
position.
Up, long range.
Well, that's how they lost last time. 3 long-range goals. Davis blocked. Go! One Leuven,
you gotta
man.
Go. Kick it on out. Yep, just get it out.
Headed away.
Give somebody some go.
Leuven could have easily pushed that forward quicker. And
oh,
That is Ndenbe down. That, I don't know if it actually is a cramp or time wasting, but it's getting about that time in a playoff match where you kind of have to do it.
I mean, that's still a little early, but I mean, come on. And that's what I don't like. If it ain't true, then move on.
That's why they need to do it the MLS Next Pro way.
Maybe if they prove that you're lying and give somebody a point, it may really stop that shit.
No, MLS Next Pro, if you tell somebody, hey, you got to be off the pitch for 3 minutes if you go down and choose to get treatment or acting like, or longer for 30 seconds, you're off the pitch for 3 minutes of getting treatment.
Good.
It stopped it pretty much.
Good. That's what they need to do because ain't nothing wrong with that idiot.
And he's back up running.
Running just fine, doing flips, cartwheels, all kinds of shit. He's blowing the tuba.
It's like, to me, like I think MLS at this point, going into next year, they need to make that MLS Next Pro rule a thing in regular MLS. You go down for 30 seconds or you take treatment, you got to be off for 3 minutes.
Yep.
You ain't going to go down if you got to be off for 3 minutes and put your team down a man.
Not unless you're shitty.
Well, it still would suck to be down a man for 3 minutes, even if that player is shit.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
When the Red Bulls give up a goal in last kick of the game, I was like, typical story. We lose in playoffs. We always find a way to lose in playoffs. And then they took it. Then it wasn't a goal, and they still lost on penalties.
And Red Balls gives you wings.
Or doesn't give you cups, though.
Right. No cups.
No cups, no stars, just wings, which doesn't really help you.
Wings. No.
Doesn't really help you.
Oh. There's some kicking going on. High kicks.
Roadhouse.
Come on, Roadhouse. Tomahawk. Tomahawk Roadhouse.
Because Peter Tomahawk.
Yeah, spinning roundhouse. Roadhouse.
Red Bull gonna be Red Bull, exactly. Didn't you hear
It's Red Balls gives me wings.
the trainer from, not the trainer, somebody from Rocky who played on Rocky just passed? It wasn't his trainer, I don't. Stroud for Giacchini.
I don't know, dude. It might have been somebody that you wouldn't know unless you were on the show. I mean, I don't think it was an actor that died, was it? I hadn't heard that.
Maybe I'm confused.
No. But if it was like somebody that you never saw that was like a trainer, an actual trainer, but not in the movie, I would know them. But if they were an actor in the movie and then they really died, I think I would know that, but I hadn't heard that.
Celio Pompeu. This could be St. Louis's best chance shot, and it doesn't get turned in by Giacchini, but it is.
That's 2 chances, man.
They brought
And
the
look
Hooligans.
Look
They brought
at
the
blonde.
Hooligans.
She's like, yeah, right there. Yeah. If he could.
That's a corner.
Yeah. If he would have been in front, though, watch.
Yeah, if he would have, yeah.
One step ahead of him, he could have maybe used his foot to kick it in. Man.
Matt Turner was on the bench for Forest against Villa. Man went to Forest just to be a starter, and then they freaking jobbed him anyway. Well, at least, I don't know what. I mean, Zach Steffen was a starter for a while, and he wasn't even playing in the championship, so. I'm sure Matt Turner will still be the U.S.'s starter. It's not as, what's the word? Timely to worry about playing time anyway. It's not the World Cup. Here's a shot. Blocked. Corner. Red Bulls will find a way to make playoffs next season and find a different way to lose next season. The Red Bulls should get an award for finding ways to blow a lead. Rosero with a block. How many ways can you lose a game? Something like that when it comes to Red Bulls.
Tyrone from Dave Chappelle. Red Balls gives you wings.
Got any more of that?
He broke into the car. The kid was stuck in the car.
Yeah.
And he broke in to steal the stereo but saved the kid. She's like, oh, thank you. But he stole the radio.
Hey, if that's all. Hey, I mean, people used to steal radios all the time.
No, I know that. I have mine stole. Yes, I get it.
You can't really steal a radio now, considering it's
No.
it's impossible, really.
Yeah, it would be stupid, but back then
It was an actual radio.
Right out.
It was an actual radio.
Yes, right.
And I don't think those consoles turn on. I don't think you could steal what's in a car now.
No, I don't think.
I don't think those consoles turn on if you don't have the pitch came up. Yeah, I see that. It almost went full New York. Goal kick for Melia.
All right. Well,
69th minute.
I told you about 70, right?
Yeah.
So now we're getting in the. You got 10 minutes, brother. You better hit. You just. Oh man.
You're really coming up against it.
I mean, time is not on your side. You
That's
ain't
a free
scored in 70 minutes.
And hell, if you want to add game one,
you're gonna score twice in 20
well,
minutes.
one would still get you to penalties. That's the first thing.
That's
Get the
fine.
penalties.
Right.
And if you want to add game one, they haven't scored since the 29th minute of game one. One goal. St. Louis not dying. They certainly ain't living, though.
You can get busy living, or you can get busy dying. Pick one. And you can. You can get busy living or get busy
Cross.
dying. Pick
Oh.
one. Right?
Yeah. Getting booked, do you think they should be on the pitch? Like, for me, I would like to see them try the sin bin in football, like they have in rugby. If you get a yellow card in rugby, you're off for 5 minutes, and your team's down a man for 5 minutes. I like to see them try it. It'll be an interesting, it's an interesting idea. I don't think it'll ever happen in association football because the English will not have it. But
If you fake, you get electrocuted.
fry the motherfucker!
I bet you won't do it.
Fry the motherfucker!
Keep faking now, bitch. Yeah, right. Keep dropping, popping and locking.
Stomp the yard.
You're gonna pop and lock when the electrodes get to you.
And then the yard's gonna stomp you.
Shut up, buck up.
And then the yard's gonna stomp you.
Yeah.
The pitch at Yankee Stadium came up and we got battered for it. Yeah, because didn't I just say it pulled a New York?
71 minute, man.
Klaus.
Come on.
João Klaus
Go,
against
brother.
Rosero.
Great,
João Klaus.
great.
João Klaus.
I mean, he did good.
Pompeu. Shot, block,
Oh,
corner.
man, that was so close. He did so good on his own. Man, he was doing.
Pompeu took a second too long.
Damn.
Took a second too long.
Yeah, but he had to try to catch up with it. And damn. Somebody's going to be there, man.
Yeah. Oh. 72nd minute. Cross in. Here's a chance blocked away. Speaking of.
What if you went in and put a drone in the ball, and every time your team had it, you flew it into the goal and nobody knew it? That would be awesome, dude. You just kick it and it just.
Oh, here's a chance. Costigan-Cripps to shut the door, and it is in 2-0 Kansas City. Daniel Shallowy shuts the door.
Yeah, he sure did.
Daniel Shallowy shut the door.
Shall we shut the door? Not shall we?
Shallowy's the way that he's Hungarian, but Shallowy.
But listen, shall we shut the door?
Oh, I get it.
Shall we shut the door? Get it? Shut the door. Shall we? Cool. Well, that's it. There's no way they're scoring
that's
3.
That.
This is on.
Or even 2.
No, they're not scoring 2. No. Well,
that's called a busted bracket. Call it a busted bracket, my friends. Costigan-Cripps plays it to Shallowy through the legs.
Oh, he almost had it. Damn.
Hold on, watch. Nutmeg by Kindo, watch. He nutmegged him for the cross through. That's just even more salt in the wound. Nutmeg. Cross, and Berkey wasn't even there.
Hey!
They got more of it than I thought.
No, he did. I'm saying it could have... I mean, if he had a bigger glove, if he had a Mickey Mouse hand, it would have blocked it.
Cursed. I might be cursed.
If he had my team's number 1 finger, he might have foam finger.
The foam finger
might have stopped it.
Like besides Forge, I might just be cursed. Like the Patriots suck now. State sucks.
Smokes in the air. What?
That's not a can. That's a TFC. Can't do it.
I'm saying.
You can't do that.
It's the same thing. Are they gonna come get me?
No, I don't think so.
Inebriati's gonna get me.
They're not. They're not gonna get you.
Okay. I was just joking.
I get it. I'm just saying, like.
That's crazy.
Freaking Kansas City chants about barbecue.
Damn. Really?
Yeah.
How lame is that?
Well, I mean, Kansas City's known for barbecue, so I'm making a chant about it.
I don't care. What does that got to do with anyway? Okay. All right.
I know it's an very American chant, but it's better than fight and win, like the Sounders do.
Right.
But I'm not a fan of barbecue anyway, so. I'm going to put it like this. I like smoked meat, but I don't like barbecue sauce.
I don't know how you don't. That's crazy, man. That's just crazy.
Like, I'll eat pulled pork. I'll eat smoked meat, but I don't like barbecue sauce.
Crazy stupid, dude.
Like, barbecue sauce too sweet for me.
No, it's not. You can get vinegar based.
That's probably what I would do. Like, I would want.
You can get hot, spicy, but like mustard. You don't have white. You don't have to have sweet barbecue sauce.
That's what most people use up here.
No, you got to check it out. Everywhere we go, you got 3 or 4 or 5 different things. You try it before you ask for it. Hey. Oh, man.
There's a shot. Yes. Shot. Save. Save.
Oh, you're kidding me. 3 chances, Ryan.
Yep. This game is done.
If they would have hit one there,
they might have had a chance. Rosero is a beast. Like, this man Rosero has been absolutely
Look, what took him so long to kick? Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't know what. And there was a block.
I mean, I don't know if he stopped and tied his shoe, took his shoe off, got the rock out, put the shoe back on, and then kicked. But it was like very slow, dude. It's like, do they even want to win? That was an awesome play with him.
Yeah, Parker.
Right, look.
He should have shot the first one.
I don't know what he's doing.
Off the arm. That may have been off the arm of Rosero. You could.
If they don't call it, it ain't. Yeah, it ain't.
No. But it makes me wonder, what if Forge.
Let's go. Oh, okay.
Like, what if Forge played St. Louis in Champions Cup? I don't know. The way St. Louis plays under pressure, Forge could win that tie.
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Smirniotis is a wonderful coach. I mean, Forge could win that tie.
Okay, but regardless, it's what we're doing now, and it's pretty much over. So if somebody took them to win, they should be feeling really good.
Like I
So
hope.
now there's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage, at least.
I really hope St. Louis gets Forge in Champions Cup.
Damn.
It would be weird for my first time at City Park to be wearing Forge colors, but what do you know? And then what if St. Louis went there next year too? Toronto. Rivalries are awesome. Those are the best games. I love rivalry games. I'm surprised that St. Louis's rivalry wasn't Chicago, though. It doesn't really seem like St. Louis and Chicago in this, like the Fire in St. Louis City is a rivalry. Doesn't really seem like it.
What?
Like Kansas City's their bigger rival than Chicago.
Yeah, but it's in the same state. It is a true rivalry. This Cardinal Chicago shit is 2 separate states. At least this is in the same. I think that's why they went that route.
Yeah.
Right?
But there's also the Kansas City Royals, so technically you're saying the Royals should be the Cardinals' true rival, not the Cubs.
You would play it like that, but I don't know why it worked out that way. It makes no sense.
Because the Cubs were there first, or the Cubs.
Well, maybe it is. I don't know the tradition. I'm just telling
And
you,
also
this tradition makes sense. I get it.
Because Kansas City and St. Louis are in the same conference. Chicago's in the East.
Chicago soccer, who is it?
The Fire.
Okay, the Fire. So, well, you know what? Is there another one in Illinois?
No, it's just the Fire.
Well, they picked their own state. But you're right. It could have easily been that. I don't know why it's not.
It's probably because St. Louis and Kansas City are in the same conference, and the Fire and St. Louis aren't. But you'd think.
There you go. No, that makes a big deal too. So that probably does determine it then.
But then the Cubs and Cardinals are in the same division,
right.
And the Royals and Cardinals are in 2 different leagues. And the Cubs was there first.
That's why I think that's how I think it's figured out. Not by state or locality, it's by tradition and division and how you can hurt me, right?
Yeah, but I will say the Cardinals and Royals do have a little bit of a rivalry. I mean, Don Dankinger, 1985.
I don't know.
The World Series in 85. The missed call. Cardinals, Royals.
Don't remember. I was alive, but I don't remember.
Joaquin Andujar was pitching.
I remember walking into Horn. Wow.
And I think Keith Hernandez was on that Cardinals team. I don't think he got traded by that point.
No, and I was trying to think.
And Ozzie Smith was there.
84, 85. Oral Hershiser.
Hershiser was a Dodger.
Yes. And they won. I remember
Bulldog.
watching the World
That was
Series.
86.
85. Okay, 86. And I know what the house I was in. I was watching it. Wow.
But no, 88
but I don't remember
88 was Hershiser.
85.
86 was the Sox and Mets.
88.
88 was Hershiser.
Hershiser, yes.
Bulldog. Lasorda called him Bulldog.
Yeah.
And Kirk Gibson on a one leg, the home run.
Yeah.
Pinch hit Kirk Gibson. Or the kill Costas. I heard him saying kill Costas. Just watch the Only in Hollywood or whatever documentary. I don't know if that was Fox or MLB Network Showcase, but presents. It's one of them. Kansas City, damn good job. If it was Fox, it is on the Fox Sports app. Kansas City played the series perfection. It honestly sucks. You know, at this point, I feel sorry for the Dodgers. They can't do anything in a full season. Maybe fire Dave Roberts. I'd like to see the Arizona Diamondbacks run the NL West, to be honest. KC are doing to St. Louis what we do to Seattle. Yep. What are you looking up?
Just saying something. Well, damn. Man. Sucks. No, it
Yeah.
really does. I mean, good for them, but just sucks.
Speaking of the Colorado Rapids and former St. Louis owners, Colorado Rapids are thinking about hiring Chris Armas as their new manager.
What?
Stan Kroenke don't know what the hell he's doing, don't he? Rosero down for KC. Not good because he's been dominant and they're pulling the stretcher out. Rosero's been playing amazing. He's had three amazing games, Rosero. Chris Armas redemption. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Proving me wrong. Yeah, let's just let him get through a season first. He may get through a season because Stan Kroenke doesn't give a shit. And yes, fuck Stan Kroenke. Castellanos coming on for Rosero and Eric Tommy coming on as well. Stan Kroenke is just, he's horrible. Stan Kroenke is a rat. And LA should never claim that first Rams Super Bowl. That's not their Super Bowl. Technically, the LA Rams only have one Super Bowl. The St. Louis Rams have the other. The 2000 Super Bowl was not the LA Rams. That was the St. Louis Rams.
Huh?
I was saying that LA shouldn't claim the 2000 Super Bowl. Right. That was us. The LA Rams only have one Super Bowl, and that was 2022. St. Louis City free kick. Shot taken, header. Top of the box, Blom. Shot crossed in. Goal! Goal! 5 minutes to go. It's 2-1. Cilio Pompeu with a banger. It's 2-1. It ain't over yet. Curls it into the top corner. Cilio Pompeu. Maybe Rosero going down is not what Kansas City wants. Over at the top of the box, Cilio Pompeu gets there. And it's top bins. St. Louis City gets the goal with 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And Kansas City's best player's down. He's out. Their best center back is out. And Pompeu with a wonder strike to give St. Louis some life right after Kansas City's best defender goes out. You don't want to see that if you're Kansas City. Kansas City's best defender who's been on St. Louis like Watt on rice over every game, both games.
And they let that shit. I mean, and that St. Louis had 1 or 2. It could easily be 2-2, but wow.
Ain't over yet, though.
No, I didn't say it was over, but
Crossing clear.
wow.
Rosero is maybe he's just a freaking rock. Then you got to win on penalties, but that's out. Throw in. I'd rather have a 50-50 of penalties than lose outright. Throw in. St. Louis. It's full. Sporting Park is full, as it normally is. I've never seen Sporting Kansas City Stadium empty. Shot past the post. Like, I've never seen Kansas City not be sold out. They sell out. Top bins. Pompeu. Woke up a bit too late, but you know what? But, yeah, Kansas City sold out, you know. Their stadium is never even less than a third full. Kansas City's got a really good fan base. And it is a little bit of a pain to get there. I mean, there's absolutely nothing around that stadium. I mean, yeah, there's that hotel right next to it. But there's like a strip mall, a couple of restaurants, the Speedway, and that's about it.
It was all right, though. Cool place. And the hotel was awesome, being right across. Man, that was awesome. Right?
Yep.
I mean, you walk right across. You're in the stadium. You walk back. They had the fireworks. It was 4th of July. Crazy. Awesome. Didn't even know it. Watched the players come in from the balcony.
Yep.
That was cool.
Sounds like local business opportunities. I mean, that's true. But, I mean, that strip mall, that outlet mall wasn't too bad.
No.
I mean, that Japanese restaurant there was not that good.
No, but
It's not what I expected. But
you know what? Us either. It's just the way that it is.
I guess it's better to try things new while you're on vacation than do the same things you normally do.
Yep, because you can do that anywhere.
90th minute.
Yep. Wow. Dang.
Corner for Kansas City. I'd say about 5 minutes of stoppage time, but that's just a hunch. Speaking of, the Chiefs won today in Germany. They were playing Dolphins in Germany. The Patriots playing Germany next week. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Patriots lose in Germany.
Yeah, they're going to lose in Germany, too. Fly all that way to lose.
12 minutes of stoppage time.
What the?
Cross in. Ostrach.
Hey, we got a chance, man.
Yeah, maybe.
12 minutes. You might as well play the game over.
Might as well just play full on extra time.
Damn, I've never seen 12 minutes, and it didn't feel like 12 minutes. Where did they get that?
The Rosero injury.
I get it.
Like the other injury.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that. Have you seen that? Ever?
Well, at the World Cup.
Oh. Well.
Always try new things. Like your dad said, not taking risks is also a risk. Exactly.
Yep.
Moving. How about you pass the ball forward? Or at least try to take the shot? I don't know what you're doing. Lol. Pompeu. Celio Pompeu. Pompeu blocked! I thought he was going thunder-legged again.
Look, they have a chance.
How about
now,
you go,
man? You got a third of a.
Pompeu keeps it in. Celio. You basically got a half of extra
You
time.
basically have a fourth of Well, I mean, you got 12 minutes.
Well, but an extra time half is 15 minutes. I'm saying you pretty much got a full half of extra time.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
safe.
Hey.
Header.
Oh, man.
I feel like we're going to go to penalties. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Either Kansas City scores at the death to really put the nail in the coffin, or St. Louis goes to penalties. Just a hunch. You don't have 12 minutes and nothing happens.
Well, I can tell you, St. Louis going to tie it up in the last minute.
They're going to pull Toronto.
Kansas City's going to score, and it'll be 3-2, and it'll be it.
Corner for St. Louis. Isiah Jackson is on.
Shit.
So you're basically saying St. Louis pulls a Toronto.
Well, yeah, they could, but let's see. I think they're
Daniel
better
with a
than
$2
that.
super
I
chat.
think
Tottenham
they're
Chelsea.
better.
Tottenham win with an Ange Postecoglou masterclass. You're right. That'll probably happen.
Oh.
Roger Espinoza comes on for Gatti Kinda. Espinoza, who's still kicking in MLS. It's like 38 now.
Ready, buddy.
But Roger Espinoza got energy.
I know, well, good.
Unlike
He's
Michael
fixing
Bradley.
Look, he's fixing to do it.
Cross in, header. Oh, speaking of, Michael Bradley's the assistant coach with Bob at Stabæk now.
Oh, Lord.
Michael's coaching with Bob now in Norway.
Mike and Bob. Bob and Mike. If you Bob, you might miss it. Wow.
Hey, at least they didn't put Bradley on the TFC staff.
Exactly.
Michael.
Why not?
That was not going to go over well if they tried. At least they knew that. At least with the players. And he probably didn't want to start in the academy. And he's like, might as well pay my dad back for wasting a year and a half in Toronto. Because it's my fault. I was...
Y'all better kick that.
Place
yeah,
forward.
just get this shit going and let's move
Just
on.
go. Like, you cannot.
You can't keep messing around down here. Goalie's all up by the center and all the bullshit. Just like earlier, I'm like, wow, you're way too up. You're way too high. Damn.
Well,
but I get
if you're
it,
pressing, you get closer and closer.
No, I'm saying earlier,
Yeah.
when it did need to be.
Besides,
he was way too
Berkey's a
close.
sweeper keeper anyway. It's kind of his thing. That's out for a corner. It went off a foot of a Kansas City player. I didn't see that, but okay, corner. I did not see that, but okay. It went off somebody's foot. I won't complain. Now, if it happened to my team, I would be complaining. Cross in. Header. Poch got fist up by the Tottenham fans at the stadium tomorrow. Is Insigne staying or going, by the way? I hope he goes. If he stays, I'm going to be pissed.
Man.
Insigne's a diva. Get him out of here. I don't care if it's Brazil or
There you
Saudi.
go.
Header.
Hit.
Hebert.
Bicycle.
He really could have hit it.
Just should have ran up
Yellow
somebody's
card.
face.
A yellow card.
On who?
Seems to me it was on St. Louis. Because the Kansas City player's down. Like, Insigne needs to go. Point blank period. Halfway through stoppage time, 96th minute, Kyle Hebert gets the yellow card. I mean, I don't see why that is a yellow. I mean, he went for a header. There was no elbow. That's a straight-up header.
I mean, I didn't see anything, but I don't know.
Maybe a clash of heads, but that's not a foul.
I don't know what I'm doing.
A clash of heads is not a foul, especially if you're not using your elbow. I swear to God. Like, a simple clash of heads is not a foul, or at least a card. Of course, it'll stop play, but it's not a card. If you're using your elbow to launch yourself into the header, I get that. Like, that's using your elbow as a weapon. Sometimes you have to use your arm as a leverage because you can't jump without your arm. But if you're going to use your elbow as a projectile, that's a foul, but not a head-to-head collision. I saw no elbow there. 97th minute. Saw no elbow there. Not a lick of elbow at all. 97th minute. Because you can't jump without your arms. Well, you ain't going to get much air. Cross in. I can barely jump anyway because white men can't jump. Even if teams not Messi or Ronaldo, results are much important. But he didn't. I don't know if there is a miracle. Headed forward. St. Louis woke up too late. There's your answer. Pompeu slips. Throw in for Kansas City. Still hoping Sam Surge comes through for Nashville. I think he will. If not in the playoffs, definitely next year. I think Sam Surge is a wonderful striker. I think he's in a good position. I think he's actually the top player Gary Smith needs as a striker as well. I think he's the exact mold of a striker Gary Smith could use. Isiah Jackson. So I have no problem with that. Pompeu. Jackson. He's offside. 2 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Isiah Pompeu. Yeah, Sporting looks nervous, but they only got 4 minutes. If you piss your pants to the point where it's running down your leg with 4 minutes to go, you shouldn't be in the sport. And if you put your head in the clouds in the last 4 minutes, I can't help you. Again, you shouldn't be in the sport. If you'd rather sit under a shade tree and eat a tuna sandwich in the last 4 minutes of the game, well, that ain't the smart decision. Free kick, throw in. It's not over yet, just yet. About 2 minutes, though.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, whatever. 2.5.
Basically just subtract like 30 seconds for the throw in, though, because they'd have to get it forward anyway. Allstrack.
Damn. Just hate it went like this. But they're not going.
Berkey. 2 minutes. Plays it long. They're going to go route 1. And João Klaus.
Route 66, baby.
I guess, yeah. Sure. Blocked away. Out for a St. Louis throw. Yep. See an elimination, or could they score at the last minute? They take it quickly. Hebert. Parker. 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. Yeah. And here it is offside, but Berkey plays it forward anyway.
I just want to know what
Shallow,
he
he's down.
slid. Why was he sliding? Maybe they didn't know. But anyway.
Trying to put it out.
Now,
Get up.
Wait, now, do you add something on for this?
I would hope so.
No wonder he's. Well, I get it. It might have done something. It's up in there pretty good. But can they add on to that?
They can.
Okay. Well, I mean, come on, dude.
If they want to be fair, I mean, it's time wasting.
It can't go on. They're like, roll off, dude.
You're right there. Just roll off the pitch.
Yeah. Roll on, family.
Roll on, crew. Roll on, mama,
like I asked you to do. And get off the pitch right now. Roll on. Do it. Move it. Move it. Hut, 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 hut. Drop, drop. Hut, hut, hut.
And now,
drop.
and now he's just jawing to the ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Shall we?
Now he's talking
Possible
shit.
red card. Really? Right now?
No, there was no intention. That was just bad. There should be none of that. It's just the way. Come on now.
Just
it's
the way things goes.
It's a game.
It's just the way things goes.
Just because this cleat went in your asshole has nothing to do
Get off
with anything.
Get off it! Remember that when Tosh was Gaddafi'd?
I think so. But it's all done. Unless they add a minute or two.
I mean, they should. They did in the first half. All's fair is fair. Throw in. That's just the way things goes. Berkey plays long. Second ball. Klaus, not there. Come on, Berkey.
Boom!
Come on, Berkey.
Kick it and go in.
Berkey. Hitter. Saved by Amelia. And he covers it.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Anyway, you know what? Not too bad. I just wish they would have done a little bit more earlier. That's all.
Yeah, they should have woke up earlier. But yeah, when that Ndenbe goal went in, I was kind of figuring.
Right.
Free kick for St. Louis. Yellow card for Espinosa.
Okay, so it could go stop at any time now, right?
Yep.
I mean, we don't really know. He's going to kick, and if it don't go their way,
That's probably got to be
if
it.
they don't establish
Control.
possession, it's going to be over.
Pretty much. Header right to Amelia, and that'll probably do it.
They're waiting. They're waiting. And how
They
long
know.
can you set on it?
Like, you should be taking a goal kick by 6 seconds. That's the rule. They don't really enforce it, though.
Well, I'm just saying.
Unless it's a CONCACAF game in 2000. A couple of CONCACAF games.
All right, come on. Go. That would be awesome.
Come on.
There's
a chance here. Blocked. And they just gave it away.
Hey.
Full time. Kansas
Okay,
City win 2-1. And the sweep is completed. The 8 seed beats the 1. Kansas City, what a wild card run so far. They move on to the conference semis to either play Kansas or play Houston or RSL. And there it is, SKC. They're hot right now. We'll see. St. Louis, first seed in the West, gets swept. Hate to see it. With that being said, if you like the stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review of this match. Congratulations, Kansas City. Commiserations, St. Louis. We're on to the review. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.